Okay, now once you have all this clientele, where do you and how do you store their data, right? So a lot of people I know, they have their data in their mobile phone, right? So it'd be the client's name, the details, but it's limited to what your mobile phone could do. So over here, I'm going to introduce to you how I manage it, right? Since 20 years ago, I've always worked with a CRM system, right? So what's a CRM? That's a client relationship management tool. Now, a basic CRM is almost like a directory. It gives all the information that you can go to, search history, log, what you've done with this client, what you've bought, and information like that. Now, but today, 20 years later, with all the technology, CRM is a thing of the past. Today, we are looking at CXM. So what's CXM? CXM, it's all about a customer experiential management. All right, so you want the client to experience you via your CRM. So CRM, data, CXM is a customer experience, right? So these are things that you could do to have that CXM in place, right? So first off, your client conversion, CRM would be data for you to start targeting, right? To do outreach and to educate your audience about what you could do for them, right? Then the second component that would actually pour data into a funnel, right? And then with your sales ability, this is where you convert them, your knowledge, your capabilities, your enthusiasm, you acquire clients, you convert them, right, with your skills and knowledge. Now, an important factor why we use all this tool is so that we can establish trust with our target audience. Now, it's really important to learn how to establish trust with people, right? I'm going to share with you a very powerful formula called the trust formula. Now, in the trust formula, right, trust is established by having constant communication. So if you constantly communicate with a person on an ongoing basis, trust can be slightly established. Now, but the communication has got to come with two other factors, right? One of them is called credibility. Now, your communication, does it carry weight? Is it credible information, right? Are they opinions or factual information? Now, if you constantly bring credibility into the conversation, into the communication, again, trust established further. Now, but besides that, people measure you with another measurement that establishes trust. It's called reliability. So with communication, credibility, and reliability, trust can be established quite quickly. So reliability would be, are your words going to be things that you say, going to be things that you do? So are those reliable, right? Or are you reliable? Now, other aspects would be things like, when you talk to a client or prospect, you say, you know what, I'm really busy this year, I've got no budget for this, maybe you call me next year, December. Now, of course, they are doing that to just postpone you or get rid of you. Now, but if again next year, this time, you call the prospect and you say, oh yeah, I remember that conversation. Okay, yes, it's been a year already. And then you ask again, can we meet up? Do you have budget for this? And you say, you know what? Maybe in April. Give me a call again in April if, I'm okay, we'll talk again in April. I'm really busy year end. And you jot that down in your CRM. Come April, you talk to the same prospect again. And suddenly, this trust is established deeper. Because why? From prospect's perspective, you have been very reliable. You say go call next year, you call. And when next year comes, you will postpone again and you still re-establish the relationship again. Now, this is where trust quickly establishes itself. Now, but there is a common denominator that removes away that trust, right? So you have got communication, credibility, and reliability. Now, all this divide by self-interest. So you got to reduce your self-interest, right? If the communication is all about them, the concern over their financial well-being, the concern about, situations that people are going through, right? Versus, oh, I need this so that I can hit my target, right? all this self-interest, self-motive, remove that from the conversation, then trust can be established, right? So the lesser self-interest you have, the quicker, the better you can establish trust. So this would then convert them into clients. Now, using what I've taught you, now not all clients will buy all 5 components at a go. They'll buy like 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Now, having a good system to identify what else is in queue for that same client, family members, and so on and so forth is so important. So you can always go back to them to do the review, to do the additional coverage, or to do the investment advisory. So this is where a CRM tool is so important. Now you want to diagnose them, right? With this set of information, you want to serve them, you want to retain them, and you want to grow them. So this is where the experience about CEM is so important. Now you have a CRM, CXM, CEM is more a client engagement tool. Right? If they have good experience with you, they will come back and do more business with you. But the experience engagement is so important, right? So the CEM is doing more engagement work with the client. Ask them, prompt them, invite them out, tell them that things are due and things like that can now be outsourced to your system. Okay? Then finally, the last area, you want social engagement. Now you want your CRM tool, your business tool, right, to be able to engage with your community, right, to have interaction, to build trust by communication, to show them what you're capable of. Now you can do all this on the platform called financialruler.com. It engages, right, with your consumers. It helps you position yourself, right. You could do a lot more engagement, whether you are in front of the client or you're busy with other issues, but the system would wish them happy birthday for you. The system would remind what are things that they need to get done, payment details and stuff like that, so that you save more time, right? So time is really important, so that you save more time on our system, right? So again, to recap, skills would improve your conversion rate, right? Knowledge would also increase your value, right? And the last area is that tools will multiply your result. So again, Financial Ruler is not just a very simple tool, it's a very powerful tool made simple, right? And this could multiply your result just by using a tool called Financial Ruler, or you could go to our software called financialruler.com, and that too will multiply your results. How much would it cost for a can of Coke? Now on the average, this can of Coke is about $1.50, right? Now, what about this same can of Coke at the supermarket or the value store? How much could you get for the lowest cost for a can of Coke? Maybe 50, 60 cents, right? So that's really quite cheap. Now, but what about the same can of Coke being sold at a zoo? It costs about what, $6, $7? And this same can of Coke, what if it's served at a 5-star hotel, right? Probably a glass with a slice of lemon. Same can of Coke would cost you $9 to $10, right? Now what if you are stranded, lost in a desert with $100 in your pocket, and somebody come up to you with a nice ice cold can of Coke? How much would you pay for this can of Coke? Right? So how much would you pay for this can of Coke? So again, the same can of Coke could cost a lot more in different environment, value. So how can you increase your value tremendously? A, change your environment. Go find better clients, right? Improve on that. But there are 3 essential things that you could do to improve yourself by increasing your skill, by increasing your knowledge, and increasing your tools. Now, skills, you just need to upskill yourself, right? Or even dress up nicely, professionally, speak well, learn how to speak well, and that would improve your perceived capability, right? And again, you may want to go to a better ambience when you're meeting your client. So talking about personal finance and goals in life, millions of dollars, you don't want to do that at a fast food joint or some hawker centers, right? You want to bring them to a cafe, but if possible, bring them into your office where it's private. And you can talk about private wealth. So all this can improve your value. And tools, right? You can check us out at financialruler.com. That's a professional tool that you can use, right? So that tool is a very powerful social CRM with intelligence augmentation, right? To put you on top of your client's data and analytics of it. That sets you apart from everyone else. It makes you a professional. So check us out at financialruler.com. This is where we make you a professional. And today, we have already shown you how you can increase your sales by more than 400%. So if you use this tool, minimally, you can increase your results by the end of next year this time, 400%. So I'd like to now challenge you to use Financial Ruler, right, with your clients 100% of the time. Explain this to them and see what happens. Does it increase your result by 400%? And I'm Paul C. Thank you for attending business class, your ticket to financial freedom. See you next time.